All right, the next one is huge, and it's a key theme throughout all of Relationship Renegades, is to be a renegade and to constantly and consistently choose connection over disconnection, or connection over isolation, or whatever you want to call it, right? Every single day, we have the opportunity to choose. The power of choice is phenomenal. And I don't think we understand it or are aware of it enough, that like every single day you are choosing. You're either choosing connection or disconnection. You're either choosing love or fear. It's always one of those two things. And I think people say, you know, choose love or choose fear a lot. I think we've heard that quite some time, but I think we don't always think about it as like, I get to choose connection or disconnection, right? That every single time, if I'm frustrated or if I'm arguing with someone, am I choosing connection or am I choosing disconnection? And if I'm choosing disconnection, then I have to be prepared for the consequences. You know, like I have to own up to that. And how can I use my creativity, my curiosity, the 5 C's that I'm going to talk about later, to really always choose connection, even when it's so hard. And the crazy thing is that it will be hard, it will be uncomfortable. All of your emotional muscles are just going to be like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But if you can get yourself to choose connection, even in the hardest times, man, it will be so worth it. And you will be, you know, one day on your deathbed and be so freaking grateful and proud of yourself every single day that you did it.
One thing that I'll add to that is, it's hard when you're in the heat of the moment and you just want to say F you and do things that you, like some people just leave, some people will fight, some people will, it's a fight, flight, or freeze, right? That's the sympathetic nervous system. You're gonna fight it out, you're gonna flight, meaning you're gonna just leave and that's gonna anger the other person or what have you, or you're gonna just freeze, you don't know what to say and the other person's like, say something, whatever, and there's a fight, right? So this is what will happen, but the more you're conscious about the things that we're talking about, a quick tip is to utilize your breath. It's always with you. And the breath is the remote control to your brain. We have a true self and false self, right? The false self wants to either fight, flight, or freeze. And when you can just, you're feeling all these emotions. And remember in past videos, feel those emotions. If you're feeling anger, sadness, disappointment, frustration, just breathe, right? Say, this is a quick tip. Say, there's me doing it again. Quietly internally.
In a loving way, not a judgmental way.
You can step away, you can do it real quick. There's me doing it again, smile and just reset with the breath and choose, practice it. Just choose connection over disconnection or isolation. It's just super important because we choose to live in a world every day where we don't want to feel that ickiness. Like, God, I've felt that all my life. And actually, this is important to know, when you finally find a conscious, loving, connected relationship, and if you had a lot of other relationships that were opposite of that, like myself, like Rachel, it's actually weird when you find a beautiful. First few months, it was like, oh, this is weird. It's too beautiful. It's too nice. It's too loving. Like what? My subconscious self, my old self is like, wants to self-sabotage in a weird way to make some fights because fighting is my baseline. My old self, my subconscious loves fighting. Because that's all I know. That's comfort. That's baseline. That's history.
It's
that's
also adrenaline, right? If you're used to fighting or conflict, it's a certain adrenaline, and then your body can get addicted to being in that state of adrenaline.
Yeah.
And that's when you really have to be like, whoa. What do I really want though? You know, do I want to continue to be in this adrenaline fighting thing?
Yeah.
Or do I want something different?
So again, how can you do that? Breathe, right? Smile. It's loving kindness to yourself. And say, there's me doing it again. Let that dissipate and then choose differently. That's the renegade choice. Choose connection. Because then at that point, everything else doesn't matter. We're back to peace, loving, joy, and we can move on with our lives.
Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy and connected and joyful and peaceful? It's really like,
it's up to you.
Up to you. It's literally a choice
Not right or
every
wrong.
single time. What do you want?